Okay, so welcome to the debriefing from sailing. What was it? Sunday, the 12th of September.
Yep.
So let's just go over sort of what happened, what went well,
Okay.
mostly what didn't go well. I've got Chi here to analyze just sort of what went on together. So how do I do this? Let's start off with right. So, does anyone know who launched first? Not sure.
Not so sure. Possibly Chester and Junie. You think so?
Yeah, okay, I'll say. So Jester and Journey launched first from the sailing lodge over here. And yeah, off they went. And yeah, did some good sailing actually. Did some tacking, sort of generally went in the right direction. Good job. Okay, next, should we do Chi and Olivia? Oh no, let's do...
I think Ruben and Margot is the next
Okay,
one.
all right.
And then Nikki and Andy.
Okay, so...
Oh no, Nikki and Andy is next.
Okay,
Ruben actually.
Nikki and Andy. The one thing I remember about Nikki and Andy, if I'm not wrong, they capsized immediately.
Yes,
right?
on the
So,
rock
yeah.
next to the soul.
So Nikki and Andy started out, and then around about here is where we had the first capsize. Let me just increase the size of this brush a bit so you can see it better. There we go. Okay, so here we have the first capsize, and then rescue already or not rescue?
Not rescue.
Not rescue. So managed to sort of go out to sea again afterwards. Okay. All right. Next we have, should we do, I think Dao and Duan launched pretty
Yep.
soon after that, right? So we'll do them. So they sort of, launched. And also I remember the guy at the sailing place telling me, what the fuck is he doing? He's holding on to the main sheet directly rather than putting it through the mechanism. He clearly has no fucking idea what he's doing. So then they went out here, and pretty much immediately we have another capsize. And then Ziggy and Lucas set off, and amazingly Lucas was able to jump out the boat. I was at this point basically just doing circles and circles around them, trying to help them and shout instructions. And then at some point Lucas actually jumped off and got them to safety. And then at some point very quickly after that, I realized they had no fucking idea what they were doing, which is understandable because they've never sailed in these boats before. So we actually then changed the plan slightly, and now we have Ziggy and Duan and Dao and Lucas in the other boat. Okay, so at this point, Dao and Lucas started sailing.
The blue one.
Blue one. Started sailing out, I think around about in this direction, and honestly I lost count of what happened next because I was more concerned about Leandro, who at this point was sailing like this, and then like this, and then like this, and getting pretty close to the rocks. At the same time, unbeknown to me, Chi and Olivia were sailing... Oh wait, we haven't actually done Ruben and Margaret yet, right?
No.
Honestly, I have no idea what
Then
they
I'm
did.
going first, and
Yeah,
then
okay.
Ruben and Margot.
Let's just say that they somehow set off over here somewhere. Okay, now we've got Chi and Olivia. Next. This color, right?
Yep.
Setting off. Oh. Yeah, okay.
To the
Setting
middle.
off over here. Going well. Capsize already?
Yes, we do the turns there.
Okay, here, turn, and then
capsize.
capsize.
Yes.
Okay.
And then,
And then,
Chester jump out to have me.
okay.
And then they
That's
both
good, he's over
capsize
here.
as well.
And then they capsize as well.
Yes.
So here we have another capsize. I'll just do it in the same color again. Okay, another capsize. And then you manage to set out again, going probably, I guess, in this sort of direction, right?
Yep.
Any more capsizes immediately?
Near the rock.
Near the rocks over here,
Capsize, yes, capsize. Yep.
another capsize.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. At this point, I'll probably skip back over to me. So I am at this point the pink boat, right? I have got Duan in the boat, and I'm sailing over to Leandro. Again, I'm pretty much doing circles, trying to explain to him, what the fuck are you doing over these rocks? You need to get back out to sea. You're getting dangerously close to the fuck barrel where you won't be able to get out again. And at this point, there are motorboats around. Leandro did do a very good maneuver around about here. He was at this point here, and it basically looked at this point that he was going to crash into the rocks. I was already signaling to the motorboat, you need to go and help them right now. But then amazingly, he actually managed to come back out this way again. But then at this point, someone else capsized in front of him, and he was forced to go back this way, and then this way. And at this point, I was like, oh my god, this is fucked. He's going straight towards the rocks. So I got out the boat and started swimming in this direction to try and help him. By the time I got there, we were all on the rocks. At the meantime, Duan is over here on his own, waiting for Leandro to come and rescue him because he has no fucking idea how to sail. And unbeknown to me, also at this point, Chi is over here.
The other color.
Chi, you're this color, right?
Yep.
Is it this one? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Chi is over here, sailing in this sort of... Oh, so you've managed to right your capsize.
Yes.
And then what are you doing next? You're going this way?
Yes.
Are you going to do that sort of spiral like Leandro is doing towards that corner?
Exactly.
Okay, so you're tacking.
Yes.
And then you're like,
yes,
fuck,
yes.
and then tacking again.
Yes.
Oh, nice, good tack.
And then I jump out the boat because we couldn't
so you come
direct
here
the boat.
and then you do like a failed tack. So instead of being able to come out, it actually goes back towards the rocks again.
Correct.
All right, and then at this point, the boat hits the rocks.
No, it didn't hit the rock at
Oh,
all because
good.
I jumped out the boat and then pushed it away and then changed the directions.
Is it capsize?
Nearly.
Nearly? Okay. So, okay, good. Disaster averted. Back out to sea again, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Oh, by the way, I should just mention that the whole time that we are sailing here, I'll just mark out the safety marker with which you are not supposed to ever go past, which, by the way, is... that's not a good colour to use. We'll use...
yellow one then?
I'll use like this. I'll use it... okay.
Yeah, use this one then.
Oh yeah, perfect. Oh no, I can't because it's a brush stroke. So I'll just draw it in like a light pink or something, or orange.
Yellow.
Okay.
Yellow.
Okay. So over here, this is the safety line. There is a boy over here and a boy over here, with which you are never supposed to go past. Okay. Coming back to the story of where Chi is. She's over here. Okay. So now again. She's tacking, right? Tack again here.
I didn't tack. I jumped out of the boat and then I pushed the boat myself.
What, over here already?
Not really over there near the shore.
Okay,
Olivia helped me to direct as
so
well.
basically you never really got over here. You were more sort of like just sort of bouncing down the coast like this.
Yes, but never touched the rope.
Okay, so basically you're just doing this now.
Exactly, but
perfect.
not really that far away.
Okay, but didn't you end up basically in this corner?
Not really corner, just halfway.
Okay, so you sort of bounced down here.
That
Right,
is,
okay.
yeah.
And at this point you need a rescue as well.
When I was almost like pushed the boat out, so tack one more time.
Okay.
Yes, all the way there.
All the way out here?
Yeah, and then going this way. Yes, a bit. Yeah, and we stuck there.
Okay, I mean you can't sail this way because that's into the wind, mate.
Yes,
by the way, guys,
it's stuck
the
there.
wind is going like this.
Yeah. It's stuck there. I jumped out of the boat again, and I was struggling to move the boat. Not capsize at all. Then the guys came to have us.
So actually, I thought you were right in this corner. You never got that far.
No.
Right, you were actually kind of in the sea when you needed rescuing.
Yes,
but you were basically just like capsized here again. And like, I've had enough of this fucking shit.
I didn't capsize there.
Oh, you didn't even capsize when they rescued you?
No,
I
jumped out of the boat to change the direction of the boat.
Okay, so you were changing the direction of the boat by swimming around it?
Yes.
Right, okay.
At
which point the motorboat came along and said, what the fuck are you guys doing? And,
but when he said the boat,
rescue.
actually in the direction, he actually asked me if I need rescue or not.
Okay.
But I decided that I'm too tired.
Right.
So I say yes.
Okay, so at this point you are in the rescue boat going back to... Okay, so how do I do like... maybe I would like to do those dotted lines actually, you know. Because... I don't have to do them. Because I've selected the wrong tool. Maybe.
Select the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, at this point now, oh wait, what?
Like color.
There we go. Okay, so at this point, Chi gets the rescue.
Yep.
Right? And basically everyone else gets a rescue. Oh, hang on. Actually, I'll use this to mark the safe zone. Okay, that's the bit where you're never supposed to go past, was this line. Okay, and then everyone else is getting rescued. At this point, we've now... by the way, who else ended up on the rocks? Lucas and Dow, right? Also ended up on the rocks. So Lucas and Dow, I imagine, did something along the lines of...
that one,
yeah, this one. We're doing something like this, and this, and this, and this, and then also that. Who else ended up on the rocks?
We put all the name on here.
No. You can see who's who, right? Oh yeah. Oh, very important. Forgot to mention what was happening with Nikki and Andy. So Nikki and Andy, what I said earlier, they're the brown ones, right? Did they even launch yet? Oh yeah, they're over here. They capsized immediately, and then they went out to sea. And then I think around about here somewhere, they capsized again, and Nikki ended up getting the main sheet tangled around her neck. I'll just draw a little head with a... There we go. And then somewhere over here, I think it happened again. At which point, understandably, Nikki had had enough of this shit and also asked for a rescue. So we're now about 1 hour in, and at this point, I think everyone had been rescued apart from Johnny and Jester.
Yeah.
Is that correct to say?
That's correct.
Oh yeah.
And also for Ruben, I think that they...
Oh yeah.
They didn't need the rescue.
Ruben didn't need rescue, but they went past him and shouted, "You need to sheet in," and he looked at them and like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then they said, "You clearly don't know how to sail." So then they brought him in as well. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could sort of like clear this now and then basically do what finally happened. So basically, like, I'll just start drawing over the top again. So, I mean, what happened at the end is pretty simple. Everyone ended up back over here. This is Leandro being absolutely shouted at by the sailing instructors, like, "What the fuck were you doing?" Like, that was a disaster. And then me trying to convince them that I can actually sail so that I can go out with Chi again one more time. So at this point, me and Chi go out, we'll be the green guys, and have and actually had a great time with Johnny and Jester, sailing around, doing all this tacking shit, and then, yeah, having a great time. We miss anything?
No.
That's basically it. Yeah, so, you know, all in all, very interesting day sailing. Yeah.
It happened, but we survived.
That's happened,
the most important thing.
Yeah. Actually, there is one thing I forgot to mention, which is quite significant, which is that when I arrived over here and tried to save Ornella, Van, and Daniel, who were on the rocks and just bouncing down the coast like this, as I came into the boat to replace Leandro, who went off to go and try and save Duan, I noticed that the whole time Leandro had been sailing, the rudder wasn't actually in the water. Or rather, it was, but it wasn't actually tight, so that it was just floating on top of the water. So, whereas the rudder is supposed to be like this, it was actually like this. So, every time you tried to turn, it was just like getting out of the resistance and not turning the boat, which explains a lot. Yeah. So I just thought that was also one important thing to mention. Always make sure that you put the rudder down and you tighten the thingy on the top of the rudder so that it stays down.